Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we need to reveal our dad joke of the day. All right, what do we got? What did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K? HD, am I? All right, and we're holding steady at 141 out of 200 for our members goal. If you would like to help us reach our goal of hitting 200, and you can hit that join button under the video. Lots of good perks, including early access to videos. All right, well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got trace, initial, sign, original, stamp, buddy, silent, date, record, evidence, primary, coin, first, comic, cult, hint. Nothing like super stood out to me. So let's just start top left. Trace. So trace as in like you trace a drawing. Trace as in like you're tracking someone. You can leave without a trace, without leaving evidence. So trace and evidence maybe could be synonymy. A hint. What would be the other one? A sign, perhaps? Are there more, though? Yesterday I got very lucky in that I found 4, locked them in, and there were apparently 2 more that could go with it. And I just got lucky. Stamp, buddy, silent. I don't see another word that could mean evidence. So this is probably like yellow, but let's just lock it in. Oh, it's green, indication. Okay, so there's one that's more straightforward than these 4 noun synonyms. Stamp. Why don't we just start top left again? Stamp. You can collect stamps. You can collect coins. You can collect comics. You can collect cults. No. Records, maybe? So it's like things you'd collect without the S, like singular thing, a thing you collect. I don't know. It's kind of weird that there's no S, but I think that, original maybe, like you collect originals of something, but I just don't think that's it. I think we're good here. Item in a collection. All right, and that was blue. All right. So yeah, an individual item as part of a collection, and that's why there's no S. Top left again, buddy. Buddy as in a friend? Like what else would it be? We have initial, primary, first, and original. So let's just lock that in. That's probably yellow. Foremost. Okay, and then we've got buddy, date, cult, and silent. What is this? So is purple a fill in the blank today? Silent film? Cult. Yeah, I think these are like film genres or types or underscore movie, sure. Yeah, I basically had it. You've got your buddy movie, you've got your cult movie, your date movie, your silent movie. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Very easy today. I feel like on Mondays they go easy on us. Difficulty. Let's give it a 1.5. I think that might be generous, giving it 1.5. This guy is putting a fingerprint on his record player, and then the finger itself is on the record thing. Okay. They give it a 2. I think that's too high. I expect a very high solve rate. What? 66%? That confuses me. All right. Well, so what is it that I missed that people are having trouble with? People are getting yellow. People are getting green. A little bit less on the blue first. It really evens out. People are struggling with purple, but... Okay, people are down to the blue, purple. So I guess just not being familiar with collecting stuff. Some people not getting the indication category either. So we got 12% getting only yellow, and then 16% getting yellow-green, and then 4% getting nothing. Okay. Huh. I thought that these weren't that hard to pull apart, but I guess that's just kind of in my wheelhouse, knowing what people collect and then hearing these terms from movies before. Okay, maybe what people are doing is they're not understanding the collection category and they're seeing comic movie, like Superman or whatever. So they're chasing a one away, assuming that comic has to be in with movie. That's the only thing I can think of. Let's check the mistakes to see if that's true. Record in with clues. I don't know why that would be true. All right. A lot of people think so though. Stamp date record coin, collecting dates. I don't know about that one. This could just be some, I don't know. A lot of people are trying it. All right. Initial sign, stamp, and date. Okay, so this is what the puzzle was built around. I completely missed it. But this is like stuff you do and you initial it, you sign it, you stamp it, you date it, like things you do to a form. Sign, stamp, date, record. Okay, people are chasing kind of that kind of idea that was built in. That seems reasonable-ish. Buddy Silent Comic Cult. So yeah, comic film. 13% of people are doing that. So I don't know. That doesn't really account for everything. What are people locking in first? Yellow first, very, very common. Green first, like I did, second most common. And then the built-in red herring, 13%, reasonable. Then blue first, and then just kind of some mistakes down here that are 4% or less. People really think record's supposed to go in with the evidentiary stuff. All right. Well, that's about it. How'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword. Courtroom prosecutors for short. Shoot, DAs maybe? Fails to mention. Omits. Finished the season on a hot streak. Okay, I'm not sure. Subtle distinction. See one down. With 10 across, completely and utterly. All right, let's do the rest of the downs. Love in French, amour. Is it with an E? Mount where Moses received the 10 Commandments, Sinai. I think that's how you spell Sinai, but I could be wrong. Grab from the grill with a gripper. Tong? I think they want tong here. But can you use tong it? Like, can you use that as a verb? There's no such thing. Vietnamese New Year. Is that Tet? 8 at the bottom looks good. Finished the season on a hot streak. Subtle distinction. Maybe amour is wrong. Subtle distinction. Trance. What is this again? Completely and utterly. 8. Something 8. Huh. Uh-oh. Is this like a run out? Maybe it's not 8. Maybe it's like fight or something. Yeah, maybe I don't know the French word for love. I thought it was amour. Maybe it's O-U-R, right? Or is it? Nuance. Downright. One out. Oh, okay. Darn, this area really tough. Yeah, I spelled amour probably like Spanish or Italian or something. So downright with 10 across, completely and utterly. Downright. Oh yeah, you downright. You did it. That was downright odd, right? That was completely and utterly odd, would be a way to say that. And then one out. I don't think I've ever heard the term one out before, but I don't watch much sports at all. Nuance, I maybe should have gotten earlier. But yeah, having a more wrong didn't help. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is inch by inch, row by row. Huh. So like one step at a time type thing. Vegetation? No. I see vege, and I was like thinking vegetation, but obviously that doesn't finish. But what's going on with that? Vegetable? Garden? I mean, that has to be the spanogram, vegetable garden. Didn't expect that, but I saw it, so there we go. All right, spanogram first. I hear they're tracking that now, though I have not seen the stats show up for me yet. So I'm guessing we need different vegetables that you'd grow in your garden. What are vegetables you'd grow in your garden? Vegetables specifically, not fruits, because I keep thinking orange over here. Oh my gosh, why can't I think? Like radishes, maybe? Beets. What's going on here? Like EED seed? Oh, saw about sprout. You know, I wonder if seed is here. I'm gonna hold off on that because it could be something seed, and then I'd be sad if seed locked in and it wasn't. I mean, if seed was accepted but didn't lock in. Um, but sprouts are a kind of vegetable, but also it could be like, yeah, we've got grow and sprout. So these could be verbs related to vegetable gardens. So like fertilize, for example. It's not here, but that would be something. So is it grow? I don't think it's growth or anything. I think grow is safe. Seed is probably there, but I'm going to hold off. Stent, isn't stent a thing? I'm not seeing it actually though. Moss? That would be weird, wouldn't it? We've got moash here. Freaking moash. Let's see. There's also bleed, which is strange. Probably seed though. So if seed did lock in, what's kind of around here? BL something? Blorp? Blip? There's okay, besides seed, there's 3 words here. Sharp. Don't think sharp. 10. I got to think about like what else are we doing in a vegetable garden? We're digging, we're planting, watering, fertilizing. You don't do all that many things. Prune maybe? Is prune here? No. Harvest? Harvest. There we go. That's harvest. So if we did seed, what's this NEP doing? Are we ending in pen or are we starting with NEP? I would think we'd end in pen. What are we doing with pen though? Seed pen, moss pen, NEP. I'm not sure. Harvest. I think at this point I should see if seed locks in. It does. Okay. So I was right the whole time. Bipen? I don't know what that would be. I feel like an en ending makes sense though, as like a verb. What is it? What's the other one? Blur? Blossom. Blossom and ripen. Okay. So it's just like verbs related to vegetable gardens. Okay. But yeah, hard to think of like what they would include. Definitely didn't think of ripen. All right, cool. Well, I mean, that still ranks perfect. Just took a little bit of time. Let's load up the bonus wheel, see what our bonus game is today. All right, let's spin the wheel, see what we're playing. And games just like this, I have a weekly video, which is linked in the description. Pinned comment, not in the description. It's linked in a pinned comment, where I play a bunch of variant games all in a row. That's a weekly series. New one comes out today, so it should already be available. So definitely check that out if you'd like to watch that. Today's bonus game is Squaredle. We'll play the daily. Let me load that up. All right, so we are guessing 6 wordles at the same time that kind of cross each other like a crossword puzzle, and it limits us to we guess 2 words at a time, like this, right? It's completely cloning what I type, and then it goes row by row, column by column. So it rotates in 3s, right? So we guess this one, then we guess this one, then we guess this one, which also repeats on the rows, and we get clues based on all of the words on the grid. So let's start with least. Why not? Oh my gosh, that is really lucky. Least in 1. Okay. Wow. Okay. What a day to start. So I didn't expect that. So obviously least was correct for that top word. I think that's the first time that I've ever done that. So these yellow EAS, what those are telling me is that in that row, that letter exists in that row somewhere. So, but not where we guessed it. So there's an E here or here. There's an A somewhere along here, and there's an S here or here. These are really nice clues when it goes across the gaps because there's only a couple options for it. I should definitely try to get this word, probably. I don't know where the A is going to go. I'm tempted to guess two A's just to, I don't know, just to try to locate it, but maybe that's not the best option. Okay. Why don't we do like an RA word? We can see if that A is in the middle or not. N. Maybe something like, I'm trying to think like what the vertical word here might be with the starting with L. I'm gonna guess like brang, but like actually brang isn't a word. The past tense of bring is brought, and I keep trying to guess brang. I've tried to guess that many times. Let's see. So we can't actually guess that. Rane maybe like crane. I think crane probably a great guess. Let's just do that. No C or R in the puzzle. So the black means don't try that letter again. It's not in the puzzle at all. This orange A is telling us that both horizontally and vertically there's an A in the word. We already knew that though. We found this A. It can point at ones we've already found. And then this A was already pointing here. So all we learned is that there's not an A in the middle here. There's an E in this vertical and in this horizontal. Words love ending in E, so I'm thinking this word ends in an E. We have it in this corner here. Now, what else do we have? We have an N somewhere. We also have an N somewhere in this word. It could be here. L something N. Yeah, I'm not sure. So we're guessing this word now. Let's I'm wondering if I can put the N here or not. I may not want to. I like the idea of AN, to be honest. So why don't we just end a word in E and get some new letters? I could put, let's see, what the thing is, with an E here, I'd want this to be a vowel usually. But ending a word in a vowel is not easy. Maybe an O would be the easiest one to end in. So just like an OE word. We can't use R. We could use another L if we wanted to. Or we could do like a something H. We could even do like a. We can't do T. Oh no, there's no T. This white T is telling us there's no T in this word at all, or the vertical word, but it's somewhere in the puzzle, which we found up here. It can't be ONE. What about something like biome? I mean, it's probably not biome because what ends in B, but it at least tests some good vowels. Sure, why not? Biome. No B, O, or M in the whole puzzle. I mean, I guess that's good to learn. Okay, this I is so we've got an E somewhere and an I somewhere in this horizontal. We just need one more. So maybe I should guess an I here. I don't know about AI. I want this to be AN, and that would mean this is TE, which I suppose is possible. AE is just not going to happen. So yeah, I think the E goes there, and then that AI is possible, but I want to try AN, which means we do LI here. We found this E, so there's an E vertically here. So it would have to be here because this E says not there, and I don't think we're doing AE. So you know the N could just be here. I'd like to try alien though. I think alien looks really good here actually. I can't guess this word yet, but let's see. Where would the A go here? Maybe this would be the A. AI, and there's an N somewhere. I wonder if I can do LIN over here. NAI. I don't know how those would finish actually. Well, let's guess an LIN word if there is one. Lin. Lin. What would we do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna guess lipid. I think that works well. Okay, that was the answer. All right, it does work well. So where does this N go at the end? P-A-I. I don't know what this word is. Should I guess alien? I mean, this doesn't have to be the I suppose. But should I guess alien anyway? Okay, let's clear this. Let's clear out my guesses because we have more information now. So I was right about the I being here, so I'm pretty confident about the E being there. We found this A already, but it's also somewhere horizontally. There's an A here, or here, or here. What do we think this TE is? Could it be TEA? Ah, with ending in E also. Is there any like obvious clue I haven't looked at? There's an S here or here. Ooh, I like something like tense, actually. So we'd end in N. That makes a lot of sense. There's an N in this word here, too. I don't think we're doing N something N. So AN or an N at the end. I mean, this could just be dense also. Tense and dense, that would be neat because I could finish them both at the same time. I see no reason it couldn't be. Unfortunately, I'm not guessing this last word yet. Alien still kind of works. What about this, though? P ending in N. We haven't tried a U at all. There's an A somewhere. Here or here. PA or AN both seem reasonable. Pagan? Maybe I should just guess pagan. It helps find the A. Okay. Wow. I have like a sixth sense today. Oh, it's not dense. But it probably is tense. But I don't have to guess the N. So, okay. If I can figure out what this word is, that'll be very helpful. Let's see. So where does this... Oh, so this is probably anger. There's an E in the word, yeah. Oh, no, it can't be anger. There's no R in the puzzle. Angle? Angel. Sorry, not angle. Angel. It can't be angle because this isn't an E. This orange E was there. So I like angel. And so then what is this word with the L? D something L something E. Okay, so I guess the question is it worthwhile guessing something like something ELS? Because that tests whether this is angel. I think that's worth it. And it still finishes tense, which I need to finish using this vertical anyway. So I want an ELS word. It can be anything with ELS in the middle. Is there an ELSE word? ELSH? Welsh. Let's do Welsh. There we go. Nice. So that finished tense. And it also gave me an E here, which is great. It's delve. So now I can finish angel. And I can finish delve. And I get a 7. 7 is really good. All right, obviously I got lucky with a lot of these words. Least, lipid, pagan. Wow. Okay. I mean, pagan was the only word I could think of that started with P and ended with N, but there was probably other options. I knew I needed to use an A. All right, so it turns out there was no U or Y in the word. Interesting. In any of the words. This was a fun one. Cool. Well, again, if you want to watch more games like this one, check out my daily games video, which is a weekly video, in the pinned comment. And if you enjoyed this, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.